The new Avatar Fire and Ash Trailer 1 is here, and I know I'm a little late, but let's get into it. The first thing we see is the new character Brang saying this is the only piercing in this world. And we also get some backstory on that they were forest people originally, and they begged Awa for help, which is the god of the Na'vi. And Brang is most likely talking to Kiri or Quaritch, meaning Quaritch for the first time, and saying Awa did not come to help. And next we see more of their village area. The next shot after the whole thing, we see Wolok, and most likely is with Neteyab in a flashback or Cave of the Ancestors scene. And then we see Kiri, Wolok's future mate, with Kiri, and they're having fun with Pylok, the big whale thing from the second movie that saved Wolok and Wolok's spiritual brother. Next we see Spider with Peiwan's clan, and he's amazed by these jellyfish-like air balloon things. Next we see Kiri, Took, and Jake Sully talking to someone saying this world is deeper than you imagine. So he's telling something. And then next we see Kiri in the Cove of the Ancestors. I think that's Spider that's beside her. Let's take a look. I really think that is Spider. It's very hard to tell with slow motion, but it's got long hair, but I don't see a tail. I really think that's Spider. And then next we see Neytiri Jake with Matir Clan's leader, the guy who plays Travis in Fear the Walking Dead, and Kate Winston's character. And then we see battle scenes with Brang attacking and Jake saying to protect Kiri and Took. And then we see Spider using a bow and arrow. Then Baran is firing at one of the balloon things. Jake is trying to run away so he can get to someplace soft to land, or another one of those flying things. Next we see Took, Kiri, Spider, and Wolok trying to calm his little sister down, saying what his dad always say, and she says, you know, Sully's never quit, Sully stay together. Now this shot is very exciting. Probably my favorite part of the trailer is seeing Spider, just like in the first movie, if you remember Grace, when they were trying to transfer her consciousness to her avatar body. Like, you see the same thing, Awa, that grass stuff like in his nose and his mouth, and then we see him breathing without a mask. We know now what is possibly going on. Awa's granting Spider some special thing. And next we see Brang asking how does Spider still live. And next we see Jake talking to Norm, and they're doing scans of Spider, and he's very concerned with saying, what if every other human can live without a mask, I believe, saying if humans can go out without masks, then it would put the Na'vi in danger of being destroyed, since they can fight without wearing a mask. And then waiting on, Neytiri has noticed Spider without a mask, and it's making her very concerned for people, and I really can't wait to see how Neytiri is about humans after what she's been through with the first two movies. And next we see Neytiri in ash people color. And next we see Kiri, and Spider has a Na'vi like ponytail now, and Kiri's training him, just like how in Avatar 2, The Way of Water, they were learning to ride, I forget what those things are called that babies use, or like non-experience, like I forget what they're called, but it's not those like little one, those crocodile like ones with wings. The next we see Brang and Quaritch. Quaritch gains zapped, and their ponytails are connected, and that's usually what they do for mating. Like, look right there, their ponytails are connected. And next we see the Fire Clan doing some dance ritual, and then Quaritch is saying you want to spread your fire around the world, and he's working on his charm with Brang. And it's almost like he's flirting with her. Look at that smile. There's a chance they might become mates. And then we see in the next part, and next we see that Corporate Winsy, Quaritch, Brang, and her tribe, some of them have bows and arrows, and some of them have guns. So they've been trained. Quaritch definitely has trained some of them to use firearms. And then we see Cole with the ancestors ready to be attacked, and Warlock saying to fight, and then we get a nice look at those spider crab things. And Kiri once again is talking to Ayla for prayer, saying, "I call on the warrior great mother," and we get some fight scenes underwater, and we see Brang, Natiri, which I'm very excited for them to fight on screen. I'm very excited. Then Spider saying with a crossbow he will shoot Quaritch. More fight scenes, some at night, and Jake's got that big thing back from the first film. So yeah, that's the breakdown, and this is going to be a really good movie.